ตนาจริงๆเกิน100%เนี่ยว่าดิฉันตั้งใจทำเพื่อประเทศชาติ
ไม่นำพาต่อการแก้ไขปัญหาดังนั้นนะนายกรัฐมนตรี
นายกครับ
Sawadika, I'm Nad Bunaga. Welcome to This Week with Thai PBS World. Thailand's Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra has been suspended by the Constitutional Court over the contents of the leaked phone call with Cambodia's strongman Hun Sen. This is fueling the ongoing political chaos and growing calls for her to step down. The incident has attracted global attention, evidenced by these headlines in the international media. These reports say that this is yet another blow for the Pheu Thai-led government, which is already in hot water, particularly for how they are handling the border tensions with Cambodia, the leaked phone call with Hun Sen, and sudden changes in the ruling coalition. It has also fueled speculation as to whether Paetongtarn will end up being the third prime minister from the Shinawatra family to be ousted before completing their terms in office. Following the court-ordered suspension, Paetongtarn apologized, claiming that her real intention was to protect the country and national interests.
ความตั้งใจเจตนาจริงๆเกิน100%เนี่ยว่าดิฉันตั้งใจทำเพื่อประเทศชาติเพื่อรักษาไว้ซึ่งอธิปไตยของเราเพื่อรักษาไว้ซึ่งชีวิตของกองทัพของทหารทุกๆคนเพื่อสันติภาพนะคะที่จะเกิดขึ้นในประเทศของเราต้องขอโทษนะคะพี่น้องคนไทยทุกๆคนที่รู้สึกไม่สบายใจกับเรื่องนี้หรือรู้สึกโกรธเคืองนะคะดิฉันเองขอยืนยันอีกครั้งว่าตั้งใจทำเพื่อประเทศชาติจริงๆ
The court's order came right after the new cabinet lineup was announced. The most notable changes include Phumtham Wechayachai being transferred from defense to take on the interior portfolio, replacing Anutin Chairangul, who led the Phumjai Thai party, to quit the coalition, while Paetongtarn will take on the cultural portfolio. Some of the top ministerial portfolios, such as finance, energy, transport, and foreign affairs, remain the same, except for the defense minister, who has not yet been named. The current deputy minister of defense, General Nattapon Nakpanit, will become the acting minister for the time being. With Paetongtarn also serving as the culture minister, this means she can still attend cabinet meetings despite being suspended as the prime minister. Some political observers feel, though, that this might be her backdoor to stay in the government. Remember when then Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha was suspended from his duties in 2022? He could still perform his duties as the defense minister because technically he was suspended only from his prime ministerial duties. For this reason, a political activist has asked the Senate Speaker to file a complaint with the Constitutional Court seeking the removal of Paetongtarn from her new role as Culture Minister. After the new cabinet ministers took the oath in front of His Majesty the King on Thursday morning, the opposition officially welcomed its new member, the Phumjai Thai party.
วันนี้ก็เป็นครั้งแรกที่พรรคภูมิใจไทยนะครับได้มาปฏิบัติหน้าที่ในสภาผู้แทนราษฎรในฐานะที่เป็นฝ่ายค้านซึ่งก็บรรยากาศเป็นไปได้ด้วยดีนะครับได้รับการต้อนรับที่อบอุ่นแล้วก็ขอยืนยันว่าทางพรรคภูมิใจไทยก็จะเป็นปฏิบัติหน้าที่ในฐานะและบทบาทของการเป็นฝ่ายค้านฝ่ายตรวจสอบในสภาผู้แทนราษฎรอย่างเต็มที่ร่วมกันกับพรรคร่วมฝ่ายค้านทุกพรรคครับผม
Previously, Phumjai Thai announced that it would launch a no-confidence debate against the Paetongtarn administration, but the move has already been postponed because the Prime Minister has been suspended. At the same time, the main opposition People's Party does not agree with centering the Prime Minister at this time. Following the anti-government protests last Saturday, protest leaders of the Rong Palang Paendin movement vowed to hold another mass rally in mid-August in an attempt to force Prime Minister Paetongtarn to resign and coalition parties to quit the Pheu Thai-led government. As the Prime Minister is suspended, one of the Deputy Prime Ministers will now take over as the Acting Prime Minister. So what can the Acting Prime Minister really do? And what are the underlying challenges ahead amid this political chaos?
This is the first time in Thai political history that an acting Prime Minister has led a new cabinet to take its oath of office before His Majesty the King. In the past 5 years, Thailand has seen 3 people serve as acting Prime Minister. General Prawit Wongsuwan became acting Prime Minister in August 2022, when Prayut Chan-o-cha was suspended by the Constitutional Court over the dispute about his 8-year term limit. Phumtham Wechayachai briefly took over the top seat in August last year after Sethar Thavisin was ousted by the court for appointing a convict as a minister. Most recently, when the court suspended Paetongtarn from her duties as a Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister and Transport Minister Surya Chungrungrungkit became acting Prime Minister for just 3 days. In fact, Phumtham Wechayachai would have assumed the role of acting Prime Minister immediately after Paetongtarn's suspension was ordered as he was first in line. Due to a legal technicality over the status of the new cabinet, he was deemed ineligible though. Under the current rules, his previous positions as Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister has ended, but he had not yet been formally sworn in as a Deputy Prime Minister and Interior Minister in the new cabinet. As a result, Surya, who was the next in line, was appointed. On July the 3rd, the duties of acting Prime Minister were assigned to Phumtham Wechayachai, Deputy Prime Minister and Interior Minister after swearing the oath. He was chosen due to his long-standing association with the Shinawatra family and as one of Thaksin's most trusted allies, having worked closely with him for decades.
Prior to
Legal expert, Associate Professor Dr. Chet Thonavanik, says an acting Prime Minister has most of the powers of a Prime Minister, but not all. He explains that an acting Prime Minister cannot seek permission from the monarch to dissolve the parliament or sign international treaties, which remain the responsibility of an elected Prime Minister. Dr. Chet warns, though, that the acting Prime Minister must avoid giving the impression that Paetongtarn is still in the driving seat.
He must not in any way allow Kun Paetongtarn to perform the Prime Minister duty directly, indirectly, explicitly, and implicitly. How can an implicit action be done by Kun Paetongtarn as Prime Minister? For example, if acting Prime Minister, oh, Minister of Culture, what do you think? Minister of Culture, what do you think? Minister of Culture, what do you think? This is not normal. In an ordinary session, only if something relates to that particular ministry, then the Prime Minister will ask the minister, or each minister who has something to say will take it up to a discussion. But it will be odd for the Prime Minister to ask the Minister of Culture over and over. Don't forget that the Constitutional Court temporarily suspend her as her for the action of Prime Minister, right? But not for the action of Minister of Culture. So if you send an appointment to her to act as the Prime Minister, then you set her in trouble.
Looking ahead, what's next for Thai politics if Paetongtarn returns or if she doesn't? Dr. Chet has assessed that the Pheu Thai party can still nominate Chaikasem Nitisiri in the event that a new Prime Minister is needed. If not, he thinks that all House members would have to resign. Either way, the outcome would be a general election.
On the side of the coalition now, you get Kun Chaikasem, then you have to lock whichever Prime Minister who will come to promise to the country that he or she will only stay for 3 or 6 months, then dissolve the parliament to set new election. That's what can be done first. Second, let's say if there's no more of person to become a selection to be elected as Prime Minister, all of the House members should take action to resign. Once they resign, it will come back to Article 5 that I said. It's customary law that we have to go for election. Then the Election Commission should so ask the Constitutional Court, Sir, Madam, can we as Election Commission set date and prepare for an election? The Constitutional Court, with respect, would say, yes, fine, you do it. Then an election can be had, right?
For now, The Constitutional Court has given Paetongtarn 15 days to submit her defense. Until then, all eyes are on the acting Prime Minister at an uncertain time of political, economic, and sovereignty issues.
And the political turmoil in Thailand has raised concerns over economic stability. Many analysts highlight macroeconomic headwinds which will exacerbate an already sluggish economic performance. Frank Han-Shi joins me now to give us some more insight. So Frank, what is your analysis of the economic slowdown amid political instability and global trade tensions?
Pressure is rising for Thailand's economy as Prime Minister Paetongtarn has been suspended by the Charter Court. Business leaders in Thailand are questioning over investor confidence and economic growth. According to World Bank's latest report, Thailand's economic growth might slump to just 2%, under 2% of GDP growth amid downside risks, including political instability and tariff tensions with United States. Growth is projected to slow down to 1.8% in 2025 and 1.7% in 2026, down from 2.5% in 2024 amid intensifying global and domestic headwinds. A World Bank economist told me that Thailand's economy will be impacted by heavy headwinds, but Thailand's government actually has some measures to boost the economy by fiscal stimulus and high-value investment. This is what he said.
The Thai economy is facing intensifying headwinds from both global economy and also domestically. And globally, we have shifts in trade policy that is affecting the export-import prospects for Thailand. And if you look at the latest GDP number in Q1, there's actually a surge in exports. But that's actually reflecting the front-running of exports in anticipation of tariffs that are coming in the future. So that it reflects the uncertainty.
In addition to political chaos in the country, right now all eyes on the tariff negotiations with the United States. As our neighbor Vietnam already fixed a deal with the United States, our Thailand's financial minister Pichai Chunha-Wachirat just scheduled a meeting with his counterpart this Thursday. Another facade we have to talk about is export, because some analysts say that amid the global disruption of trade, Thailand needs to find new partners, trading partners, to shift its export to this new market. If not, export will face backlash after President Donald Trump decides on the new tariff rate on Thailand's products. A head of research office of CIMB Thai Bank say that, quote, as for the impact following the Constitutional Court's decision to temporarily suspend the Prime Minister from duties, it puts pressure on the economy in three main areas: declining private sector confidence, leading both domestic and foreign investors to delay investment, increased caution among the private sector, and heightened uncertainty in the construction sector. One way out to support Thailand's economy in the long run is digital transformation. The World Bank already suggested that Thailand can accelerate such transformation to boost its economy to 6% if Thailand's government can do so.
Another opportunity is on the digital economy, which is a focus chapter. It's on long-run growth. And this is something Thailand can do irregardless of the global uncertainty that is happening right now, because digital services, trade in digital goods and services is still a growing area, despite this is happening in the world. So you look at what Thailand has done in terms of digital, it has made quite a bit of progress on the infrastructure front. So there's quite a potential for Thailand to apply what it has done to use cases in the different sectors, such as agriculture, manufacturing, for example, or public health.
So Ned, it's a very critical moment for Thailand as Thailand's team is trying to fix a favorable rate for Thailand's product as right now we see political chaos already destabilize business sentiment in the country. Of course, we talk about long-term development such as digital transformation may help, but now everyone is looking at tariff rate with the United States. SCB research arm already warned that our GDP growth might descend to 0.8% if that 36% of original tariff continues. That might be a disaster for Thailand's economy. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Frank. And now let's have a look at the other stories making headlines throughout the week in our weekly roundup. Former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra attended a pre-trial hearing in a lèse-majesté case at the criminal court over his remarks during a foreign media interview 10 years ago. Thaksin was released on bail of 500,000 baht after acknowledging the charge in August last year. He is prohibited from leaving Thailand without the court's permission. The 2nd Army Region Commander, Lieutenant General Bunsin Patklang, has invited Thai citizens to visit ancient temples in the northeastern province of Surin to appreciate their historical beauty and to help support local businesses. The temples mentioned are among those that Cambodia says are in a disputed territory and has asked the International Court of Justice to rule on their ownership. Thailand insists that the temples lie within Thai territory and that it has never acknowledged the jurisdiction of the ICJ in this matter. The Tourism Authority of Thailand has suspended registration for the 50/50 tourism promotion on its website for updates after the system suffered technical disruptions. The TAT Governor Thapani Kiatphaiboon offered an apology for the disruption, saying that the system will resume normal operations within a week. The Provincial Industrial Office in Sarahaburi has ordered the temporary closure of a tissue paper factory pending the outcome of an investigation into a massive fire there on Monday. 8 workers were killed while 2 others remain unaccounted for. Industry Minister Ekanat Prompan visited the facility, which was severely damaged by the fire. The factory's roof collapsed during the blaze, obstructing firefighters' access. As Thailand is facing increasingly severe seasonal flooding, the Netherlands aims to help mitigate flooding risks by providing technology to Thailand. The ambassador of the Netherlands to Thailand underscored his country's expertise in water management, adding that a Dutch boat has collected a huge amount of garbage from the Chao Phraya River since it began operations last year. Frank Shi has more details.
The Netherlands is highly advanced in its use of innovation in water management to mitigate flooding, as roughly 26% of its territory lies below sea level. Drawing on this expertise, the Netherlands is cooperating with Thai authorities to help reduce flood risks in various parts of Thailand. Ambassador of the Netherlands to Thailand, Renko van Harden, say that both countries are facing the impact of climate change, which has led to more frequent flooding. He added that the embassy has been working closely with the Thai government to share the Netherlands' experience in flooding prevention and water management.
We've been working closely with Thailand on the issue of water management. We have an MOU with the Thai government and support as much as possible. Also in this house, we bring a lot of people together, the government, the private sector, civil society to work on, for instance, the Chao Phraya flood management systems. And Thailand has a lot of ambitions in the next couple of years to improve the Chao Phraya flood management systems. And we try to based on Thai demand, we try to match them with Dutch expertise, whether those are universities or companies offering innovative solutions.
In addition to tackling flooding, maintaining clean water resources is also one of Netherlands' key goals in harmony with nature. One Dutch company, Ocean Clean Up, has brought its innovative technology to collect rubbish and plastic waste from Bangkok's Chao Phraya River. After more than a year of operations, Ambassador Rumko noted that the clean-up vessel has collected a significant amount of waste from the river. He also highlighted that the project has helped to educate over 450 visitors on the importance of pollution prevention.
You also mentioned the interceptor from the ocean cleanup, which is a very visible solution to the pollution of the rivers and the oceans. And we were very happy to launch the interceptor last year together with the Thai officials, Governor Chachat here in the Chao Phraya River. I think everybody can see the interceptor in the river working every day. And we recently celebrated the 1-year anniversary of the interceptor. Yes. I think they have collected more than 185,000 kilograms of plastics that have not gone into the river but are now being recycled. So we try to work with Thailand on these type of issues.
Meanwhile, the ambassador praised Thailand for its progress in advancing human rights through the legalization of same-sex marriage. As Bangkok hosts the Pride Parade every June, he joined this year's celebration with his family to show support for LGBT+ rights.
Marriage equality, I think, is Thailand has taken a remarkable positive step in legalizing marriage equality. And worldwide, there's now 38 countries, I think, that have marriage equality, legalized marriage equality. And the Netherlands was the first country in the world to do so in 2001. We hope that all other countries will follow soon, but we also realized that it's not going to happen tomorrow in every country in the world.
Despite the Pride celebrations, Ambassador Rumko also highlighted the international community's concern over Thailand's decision to repatriate Uyghurs to China earlier this year. He underscored the Netherlands' commitment to upholding the principle of non-refoulement.
On the other hand, we also know that human rights worldwide are continuously under pressure. So it's a topic that we always, as the Netherlands, but also as Thailand, we pay a lot of attention to. And you mentioned the issue of the Uyghur, which Thailand knows a lot of the international community was sad about. And as the Netherlands, we actively underline the importance of sticking to the issue of non-refoulement, which means that refugees should have a safe place in the countries that they seek refuge in and should never be sent back to the place where they flee from. So we hope that the Thailand will also comply with that principle.
Fan Kan-shi reporting for Thai PBS World.
Ending the program on a lighter note, now let's explore local culture in riverside communities. In Bangkok Noi district of Bangkok, known for its rich culture and history, an artisan community continues the 200-year-old tradition of crafting stone-polished bronze bowls known as Khan Long Hin Ban Bu. Sadly, this craftsmanship is believed to be dying out. Warisara Sahan has more.
Today we're taking you to witness one of the oldest traditional crafts in Thailand, the stone polished bronze bowls of Ban Bu community. These crafts have been practiced for over 200 years. However, it is slowly disappearing, and it is very difficult to find the next generation of craftsmen.
Ban Bu community, known as a village of craftsmen, is home to these stone-polished bronze bowls, or Khan Long Hin in Thai. These are multi-purpose vessels and trays that have often been used by Thai royals since the Ayutthaya period. A khan, which means a melted bronze bowl, is being polished with tiny stones until it gets shiny and golden, something that can only be found in this community. Chariya Sang Satcha, the owner of the last foundry for the stone-polished bronze bowls in Thailand, grew up seeing hundreds of craftsmen working in this community. Now, there are only 11 of these artisans left. Jariya is the 6th generation to run the business. Making this traditional craft work requires high-quality materials, which are copper, tin, and manual skill. Some makers spend their whole life putting their craftsmanship into them. Placing piece by piece of Khan Long Hin needs time, dedication, and patience.
หลักๆเนี่ยนะพี่ว่าคือมันร้อนเพราะว่ามันจะต้องหลอมโลหะมันจะต้องเอาโลหะมาเผาแล้วตีเนี่ยตรงเนี้ยเป็นจุดที่ทำให้คนเนี่ยเขาไม่อยากทำเพราะมันร้อน
บุญเทิดบัวทองคำ one of the master craftsmen said that making Khan Long Hin from scratch takes a lot in exchange. Sadly, he said that he and the rest of the crew will be the last generation in the Banbu community.
ผมมีลูกใช่ไหมแล้วใจเด็กสมัยนี้มันก็ไม่เอาเลยเห็นความลำบากก็ไม่เอาละขั้นแรกใช่ไหมแต่นี้เราเปรียบเทียบไม่ว่าเราหรือหนูมีลูกขึ้นมาแล้วมันลำบากเนี้ยส่งให้เขาเรียนสูงแต่เสร็จแล้วจะให้เขามาทำเหรอมันก็ต้องให้เขาทำงานอื่นงานบริษัทงานราชการใช่ไหมเนี่ยคือเปรียบเทียบให้ฟังเลยเพราะยังไงก็ศูนย์ตรงเนี้ยมันไปไม่รอดหรอก
Jariya also shared that the foundry was put on pause as the economy was disrupted during COVID-19. Some craftsmen decided to retire due to health concerns. Now the situation has improved and some craftsmen continue even though they are in their 60s and 70s.
จริงๆเนี่ยอย่างที่เนี่ยก็จะมีพวกทั้งนักเรียนนักศึกษาเนี่ยที่เขาเข้ามาดูช่างเขาก็เกิดรู้สึกมีความภูมิใจนะคะว่าสิ่งที่เขาทำเนี่ยมันเป็นมรดกวัฒนธรรมนะเขาก็คงทำด้วยใจอย่างหนึ่งแต่อีกส่วนหนึ่งที่เราทำให้เราให้ค่าตอบแทนเขาเนี่ยนะคะสูงเนี่ยนะคะมันก็ทำให้ชีวิตของเขาเนี่ยดำรงต่อไปได้
As time passes, the popularity of Khan Long Hin Banbu is slowly fading. She also faces higher costs for raw materials and high wages. There has, however, been support from many governmental agencies and tourists who are interested in this unique heritage and antiques. With this, she can get back on her feet again. Still, it can't be denied that this could be the last of Khan Long Hin Banbu.
ถ้าสมมุติว่าไม่มีช่างแล้วเราหาช่างใหม่ไม่ได้จริงๆเนี่ยนะคะหมอก็จะทำเป็นพิพิธภัณฑ์พื้นบ้านเล็กๆนะคะที่คนที่จะเข้ามาดูว่าครั้งหนึ่งมันเคยมีการทำหัตถศิลป์อันนี้อยู่เนี่ยนะคะ
Before that happens, Jariya said that there are various orders and requests from customers to customize the bronze bowls. That could be an opportunity for them to enter a new market.
คือในเรื่องของเสียงของโลหะตัวนี้นะคะดูโลหะตัวนี้เสียงเขาจะก้องกังวานตัวนี้มันคือ originate ของ sound healing sound therapy นะเพราะนั้นเนี่ยเขาก็สนใจที่จะมาซื้อของเรา
Now, the Banbu community, from the homes of artisans to a general community near the bank of Chao Phraya River, only one foundry remains. The foundry is still working, but the quantity of the work depends on the orders received. Most craftsmen are on duty only 3 days a week. The art and traditional craftsmanship of Khan Long Hin, made from scratch, are still in this community, as long as the sounds of the hammers hitting the melted bronze metal is being heard. Warisala Sehan reporting for Thai PBS World.
And these bronze bowls are not just a piece of art, but it also carries the tradition that has been passed on for so many years. And I might need one of that for my sound healing journey. And that wraps up tonight's edition for This Week with Thai PBS World. Join us every Friday at 10:30 p.m. only on Thai PBS. And don't forget to follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest stories and analyses about Thailand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ